If you're considering moving to Birmingham, Alabama, I've got a great town that you should consider. We're going to discuss that in this video. So let's get started. Hey, if this is your first time visiting this channel, living in Birmingham, Alabama, and you want to know everything there is about moving to or living in the greater Birmingham, Alabama area, then hit subscribe below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when the next video comes out and can learn everything about the current market in Birmingham. I'm Dana, and my team and I hear from people every day just like you looking to make their move to the Birmingham area. We love to help. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, please reach out to us in the contacts below. Email, text, call, or better yet, schedule a Zoom call. We would love to meet and discuss your needs in person. We are happy to help you make a smooth move to Birmingham. So today we're going to talk about Mountain Brook, Alabama. I love Mountain Brook. It's well known for being this very quaint hamlet in Birmingham. It actually borders the Birmingham city limits. Mountain Brook was started in 1929, so that tells you that there's some amazing homes there that have a lot of that historical feel, a lot of the architectural elements that people are looking for, trying to put into their new homes today. So when Mountain Brook was designed, it was a vision of Robert Jemison, a real estate developer. And one thing that they wanted to do was create a lot of green spaces, and they really accomplished that. They wanted it to be a aesthetically pleasing city for residents to live in. And one thing I noticed when I'm driving through Mountain Brook is that there's no real straight shot through Mountain Brook. You are not going to be cutting through that city to get to another part of Jefferson County. So they created a lot of winding roads, very beautiful. You are winding and meandering through the hills of Mountain Brook, and you're passing a lot of very beautiful homes. Mountain Brook is known to be very affluent, with the median earnings of a household would be around $150,000. And it's also known for its older architecture. It's very architecturally pleasing. I have visited and shown many homes that had either that 1920s vibe and had been really well preserved, or even 1950s. This city has been developed for a long time, and that you can find some brand new homes in Mountain Brook, but it will be mostly already built homes. Occasionally someone will tear down a home to build a new home in its place. So most of these homes will be older. They will be several decades older that have been renovated. So if you hear anybody talk about Mountain Brook, it's usually referred to and indicated to be a very affluent and desirable community. And definitely the way it was designed and developed with the tree-lined streets. You're not going to find neighborhoods that have had all the trees cleared out, brand new homes built. That's just not the feel of Mountain Brook. These are going to be homes that have got very mature trees, very mature landscaping, sidewalks, houses built on large lots. So there's some, a little bit of elbow room between your neighbors. As I probably have mentioned before, Mountain Brook is home to 3 villages, and they've been around for a long time, pretty much as long as the city has been developed. They've been around. So the first village we would talk about on Mountain Brook is English Village. Now that is the closest that you can get to the city limits of Birmingham, and it is right next door to a community of Birmingham called Forest Park and Highlands. Both of those are very well liked in the city limits of Birmingham, but Mountain Brook borders those, and English Village borders that Forest Park area. So English Village is a smaller village, probably the smallest of 3, but you're going to find coffee shops, bookstores, salons, antique store. There's an antique store that I like to visit. You will find some women's boutique stores, and you'll find some great things for men, some great shops for men as well. From English Village, you can either travel to Crestline Village, which will be to the west, the far west of Mountain Brook, or closer to that would be Mountain Brook Village. Now, Mountain Brook Village is the largest village of the 3 villages in Mountain Brook. They have actually recently been doing a lot of developing, meaning that what was once a small village has now developed into a large village, and they've kept the aesthetics as they have built and developed. They've kept the aesthetics of the older village and allowed the newer village to tie into the older village. In Mountain Brook Village, there is the Grand Bohemian Hotel, and that hotel is a very upscale hotel, offers several amenities within its grounds. And then on the borders of Mountain Brook are Birmingham Zoo, which is a phenomenal zoo, very well developed, very well loved. And you also have the botanical gardens. Now, the botanical gardens are pretty much open year-round and at free admission. So a lot of people will go there on a Sunday afternoon to walk through and enjoy. So Birmingham Zoo, botanical gardens, those are very popular for people that live in Alabama to visit, and they border Mountain Brook Village. In Mountain Brook Village, you're going to find an old ice cream shop called the Mountain Brook Creamery. You're going to find Davenport's Pizza, my husband's favorite. And that's just that typical, what you love to hear, an old hole-in-the-wall restaurant that has great food. And there's actually quite a few restaurants there that have been there for a long time. Phenomenal food. And then there's also boutiques, women's shops, diamond stores, jewelry stores, banks. You really have anything you want to pick from in that village. Because the village is so old, it's tree-lined, has a little bit of old architecture. There's a lot of green spaces. Mountain Brook also has, probably, in my opinion, this is my personal opinion, one of the most popular walking trails. Anytime I'm passing that trail, it runs along a creek, and it's very shady, at the same time very open, so not a lot of brush. It's shaded for runners, walkers. Mountain Brook has a population of about 22,500 according to the census in 2020. So not a huge population, but definitely has a huge impact on the city of Birmingham. Mountain Brook is in that top rank, or that top percentage of best schools in Alabama. And when I last checked a survey, it was number 2 in all of Alabama. And in a national ranking, it was 220 out of the national ranking. One thing to know about Mountain Brook as you are considering where you want to move to, Mountain Brook is highly competitive in the real estate market. Quite honestly, you're going to have a few tricks up your sleeve, or at least your realtor will, if you're going to buy in Mountain Brook. It's highly competitive. You're looking at, in Mountain Brook, the median price of homes that are sold is $900,000, and the average sales price at $1.2 million. You can find some townhomes, and I've seen sales in the past 12 months ranging from $400,000 to $6 million. So it is a high competitive area. There's a lot of cash in that area. Many of these houses are bought with all cash. In the city of Mountain Brook, there are 11 parks and 6 developed walking trails. Mountain Brook is one of the most convenient cities to downtown Birmingham or to the airport. So Mountain Brook is conveniently located 4 miles from the University of Alabama of Birmingham and just 7 miles from the airport. Even though Mountain Brook is only 4 miles from downtown Birmingham and 7 miles from the airport, you do have a little bit of congestion from traffic. So you can expect about 10 to 15 minute drive into downtown Birmingham to the UAB campus. More than likely a 15-minute drive also to the international airport that Birmingham has. Mountain Brook has 1 high school, 1 junior high, and it has 4 elementaries. The current enrollment for Mountain Brook High School is around 975. Overall, consistently, all of the Mountain Brook schools combined would have about 4,400 students enrolled. Mountain Brook High School has produced 3 Rhodes Scholars. So that's probably a good bragging point to consider with Mountain Brook High School. One thing to note about Mountain Brook is that they currently have a 12-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio. Usually the average in Alabama would be 18-to-1. So in Mountain Brook, they've got a low number of students per classroom. So that wraps up some details about Mountain Brook. Now that you know more about Mountain Brook, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. My team and I would love to help you, whether it's in the next 9 days or 90 days. Before you go, hit like, click the subscribe button, and also the bell for notifications so that you'll be the first to get the next new video as it comes out. I'm Dana, and this is Living in Birmingham, Alabama.